The reason I'm saying this, ladies and gentlemen, is very simple. Our God is alive and very kind. He dished the intelligence without thinking where you come from, without checking how much money you have in your pocket, to the extent that you'll find the poorest of the poor in Mandera is one of the most intelligent children in this country. So who the hell are you to think that you can steal an exam for him? And this is what happened last year. And please, I'm saying this with all the honesty in my heart, that let the politicians keep off, and let the teachers also just allow their children to do the exams. And if you catch any of them, don't be afraid, because people die only once, isn't it? Have you seen somebody who has died twice? Because even Christ only died only once. I want them to come to the constant. Our constant is the child. That's why we are here. And moving around, I've seen sometimes we are too overzealous when we are handling the children. They are our children. They are only children. Although they have some very crafty ideas, but even if you are doing the inspection, please do it with a bit of decorum. With the encouragement, you are still the one leading the child. Most of the times, it is the parents who have confused the children. So as you make sure that the children conform to what you want, please apply maximum decorum. These are just minors and children. Are we together? And then with regard to the teachers, I've been a teacher for a long time, and I still am. In fact, my next class is on 29th of this month, and I'll proudly take it. And I think our teachers are among the very best, especially the ones in primary school. Since now I'm at the top here and I'm seeing the CBC teachers, I have never seen greater commitment. And I can assure you, I've seen the teachers in China, in the cities, in the suburbs, in the US, in the UK, and in the suburbs. I've been to everywhere, including Australia. And our teachers are among the very best that you can get anywhere else. And I think we forget to handle them with care. So again, if you see one that is about to be tempted, if you can stop that temptation, the better. Are we together? As a team, this team that we have here, it's a large group, but if it was working as a group, you don't get the results. If we work as a team the way we have done in the past, and with God on our side, who else can be against us, really? Having said all this, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you that it is real, that we still have a few crooks. Nancy is not aware, but we are listening to them in the back room. Are we together? Even in vernacular. And we know the epic centers of the areas where they want to cheat. In fact, it's very interesting. They say, if you want to cheat in certain schools, the money comes to me. If you want to cheat in certain schools, the money goes to Dr. Machari and all that rubbish. If you are stupid, shauri yako, because there is no exam that will be seen except on the morning that that exam is supposed to be seen. And we know all the tricks that they have been employing. So our surveillance will go to up to 2 kilometers away from the school. And what you have had the policemen swearing to, don't be shocked if you find you are being arrested, even if you are not a teacher, but you are holding examination papers. In fact, to give you an example, in Migori, there are certain schools in islands. So when the exam is in the boat, they think nobody can enter the boat. But I want to assure them that they should not be very sure who is in that boat this year around. So they open, attempt, and ferry back the results. It's a very stupid method. And then you even confuse the children who should have passed. I don't know what else to say, because everything else has been said, except to wish, first of all, we have sealed all the loopholes. We are going to monitor the returning of scripts. Because a few unscrupulous center managers will stay with an exam and say a week later that, oh, this one was left behind. This time we shall know as soon as we have taken the exam from you that there is something missing. And that center manager, with the Dr. Nancy Macharia's permission, to tutaweka kando tuuliza hii ingine iko wapi. Si iko namna hiyo. And many other things that we have decided to deal with that I'm not going to tell you because we will use them to monitor the process. I just want to assure our children, from wherever they are, that perhaps they are taking the exam too serious. It's just an examination. And everybody will move to the next stage. If you are in primary school, everybody will go to the next stage. So there should not be such very high pressure on the child. Can parents stop putting high and stupid, very stupid pressure on their children? Accept our children the way God has given them to us. We can't be the same. So if God gives me a child who can give me a D+, I should thank God for it. And don't make the child go and commit suicide. Stop giving children targets which are irrational, because we don't want an exam like they used to have 4 years ago where everybody has an A and they really know nothing. Are we together? Because there seems to be so much pressure in primary school, and it is coming from the parents who are saying, no, you must do this, you must. Who has told you? God has planned everything for you. Like me, I am here. Do you think I planned to be here? Do you think I campaigned to be here? It is God who has brought me here. So let your children give you what they have. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, I think I now see things from a very different perspective where I am, because it's like God lifted me from the ground somewhere, and I now see things from a very different perspective. And I can see that each and every one of you has a specific potential, and my parting word is this: you are all very rich. Richness does not depend on the money in your pockets. Your richness depends on what you have achieved, and more so what you have achieved for those that do not have a voice for themselves. So I would want you, during this process, as I stop, to ensure that you lift those children in Korogocho, in Mandera, from the gutter, so that they have their rightful result. And you will be shocked that some of them will go to the very best schools in the world. And I want to assure the nation, as I sit down, that after the examination, the selection this time, Dr. Belio Kipsang, we shall ensure, because I have not seen that formula, I'm waiting, that the formula we produce will not have any human interference. For example, we have enough people who can create the formula for us. And that formula, if we say, okay, everybody with above 400 will go to national schools, but then we look and see if there are areas which are disadvantaged, and we say, for these areas, if somebody is with 390, is treated like somebody else who has just got 450 or 4. That should happen automatically, so that we give people an equal platform. That's why I'm here. You are clapping, but you are the same ones who will come and say, sir, can you? Yeah? And let me tell you why it is not important. If your child has 250 marks, don't take that child to Alliance, because you are destroying the child. The child will be perpetually behind others. He will not perform. Take that child to a school which is medium and good, and he can learn at the same pace with his peers, and he will give you better results. So as we have clapped, I hope the people have witnessed. You will not come back to us and say, Professor, you know, just one, just give me one. It will have been done in the formula. I want to wish all our children all the very best, and I think with God on their side, This is the last year where we had these issues. Form 1 to Form 3 have been selected without hanky-panky business. This is the last year, and I suspect that this year's results may be better than last year, but the next year's one, you will see for yourselves. There will be a quantum jump of up to 25 to 30%. Thank you very much, and God bless.